So having just finished this great migration safari with Wildeye, I can firmly and confidently say there is no one in the business that does it half as good as these guys. From the game viewing, to the camp, to the absolutely amazing staff, Marlon, Andrew, Dixon, Aggie, the whole Maasai staff here, it is just pure class all the way through. And anybody even halfway considering coming to Africa, exploring this part of the world, get in touch with these guys right away. It will absolutely change your life for the better. Words can't even describe how happy we are and how blessed we are to have had this experience with everybody. So this isn't my first time in Africa. It's not my first time on safari with Wildeye, but getting to see the migration, seeing the crossings, the intensity, the power, the crocodile hunting, the lion hunting, the dust, the light, it was all absolutely amazing. Amazing photographically, amazing memories, and so much else. I mean, just seeing the herds of wildebeest, the lions, the cheetahs, the game viewing here is out of this world. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Like I said, if coming to Africa is something you're interested in, do it. Just make the leap, make the jump. You will not regret it. You'll be very, very happy. And thanks again to everybody.
This has been an incredible experience here at the Mara camp, watching the Great Migration. We had, I think it was 8 crossings. Now, I know that's not normal, but it was just absolutely incredible. We saw lions, we actually saw a lion kill, and we saw a leopard for a brief amount of time. But you know what really it means everything to me here is the staff and the crew of the Wildeye camp. From Dixon to Francis, to our driver and guide Sammy, and of course Marlon and Andrew and everybody else. It has just been an absolutely mind-bending experience, and I can guarantee you we're going to come back for another Wildeye trip. My wife and I are trying to decide which one to do right now. So I encourage you to come for Wildeye.
I'm Nancy from the United States, and I decided about 5 months ago I wanted to go on a safari. A friend of mine told me to start following Wildeye on Instagram, and I did. I came with 0 expectations, and it has just gone wild. I'm not a camper. I loved the tents. It was pure joy. The staff is The staff's great. That's just all you can say. The staff is wonderful, and I have enjoyed every one of them. And the guides, they have been very helpful. I've learned, and I am a photographer, but I learned. And I think when you can go someplace and do that, then it's, and the experiences of the safari itself, every day we'd say, oh, this is the best. Then tomorrow, oh, this is the best. And then the next day, this is the best. It's just been mind-blowing, everything that we did get to see. We saw 6 crossings, and we also almost saw 2 more. So really we can count 8. And I'd love to go on another Wildeye. It would be a different location just because of my age. It's time to keep going to different places, but I would do Wildeye in a heartbeat.
I'm from South Africa, in Mpumalanga, and this was a very special trip for us. I came with my mother, and it was a memory of my father because he really wanted to see the migration, and unfortunately he passed away. But this, so it was very special for us to be here to see the migration. We were lucky enough to see 6 crossings, in a week. So that was really special. But what really touched my heart was the people. And I feel changed and blessed that I could experience their generosity and their love and their humbleness. That really touched my heart. And yeah, I'm grateful to have been here and to have experienced it. It's a great memory that I would cherish for a very long time.
Very few places, very few companies have the ability to capture what it means to experience a new culture and a people for the first time. I've been fortunate enough to have traveled to a lot of places, and often a type of cultural tourism can seem fake or it can seem contrived. But what Wild Eye has been able to do here in partnering with the local communities, the local Maasai communities, and pretty much they're the ones running the camp. They're the ones that run this whole show. And you develop relationships with them. You develop genuine friendships that I personally know are going to go well beyond these 6 days that we've had together. And it's a new way of experiencing a country and the people. It's one where you're actually learning them and who they are and their experiences. And it's really unlike anywhere else in the world, what they've been able to do here. And then one of the really cool things that Wild Eye has done here in their specific location here in the southern part of the Mara Triangle, I'd say 50% of the lion sightings, wildebeest crossings, things like that we've had, it's been just us. 4 Wild Eye vehicles, the people in camp, no one else. That's pretty much the only place in this entire reserve where you can have that. And Wild Eye's got it right here. This is my second trip to the Wild Eye Mara camp and our 5th trip with Wild Eye as a whole. And there's a reason we keep coming back. I mean, it's special experience after special experience. And again, they find a way to top themselves, and that's what they've done right here.
This is my second great migration I've ever done. And yes, the wildlife is totally changed the way how I see the wildlife this time, because it's totally different from my first experience. So a lot of cool stuff happening. Like my favorite was the kills, the lion and the wildebeest. But I think the most important thing, like really impact my life, is like the way how the staff treat us. It's totally warm and feels like, you know, like kind of like part of the family somehow. And yeah, I think that was like the best experience ever about this trip, and it's like absolutely gonna stay in my memory like forever. And then I think this is like kind of like eye-opener for me to Africa, to explore more about them, especially the culture and of course the animals. That's it.
The experience has been amazing, man. not only did we learn everything about the animals, our guide Jackson taught us about the different species of animals, taught us about their behaviors, taught us about their habitat. They did a great job of getting us in position to take amazing photographs of the animals. But the other part of it too was the photographic journey, which was learning how to use my equipment better, learning how to appreciate photography of animals, learning how to take a better picture that, well, not even a better picture, just how to incorporate telling a story through photography instead of just taking snapshots of animals. And for me, that was really amazing. And then the last thing was learning about the culture of the people, our guide Jackson and Dixon and the other Maasai's, and learning about their culture and their connection with the environment and their connection with animals really made the experience just unbelievable to me.
I wasn't really sure what to expect on my first safari with my husband Kelly. It was overwhelming. The staff shared their culture with us, which was very personal, and it really touched my heart. And the logo that Wild Eye uses, that it'll change how you see the world, it definitely did for me. I've always loved nature, but seeing the wildlife out there interacting, you know, we saw elephants with their trunks wrapped around each other, and lions and cubs playing with each other, and it was just exceeded my expectations. The camp was very intimate, and everybody, you know, was just so kind and compassionate. And you know, Dixon and Aggie and, you know, Andrew and Marlon, the guides, taught us so much. You know, my husband, you know, learned so much more with his camera, he said, in 5 days than he did in the last 5 years. And we're going to have a lot of memories, and we're definitely coming back, and we already have a trip planned for next year, a year from today.